Japanese longevity doctors have just issued a warning that's spreading fast through Tokyo hospitals, and what they're saying completely turns Western fitness advice on its head. For decades, people in America have been told that staying active means pushing harder, running farther, and lifting heavier. But new research from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology paints a very different picture. After following 12,000 adults over the age of 60 for 15 years, scientists discovered that 3 of the most common exercises Americans rely on to stay young are actually doing the opposite. They're silently wearing down the joints, increasing fall risk by 43%, and speeding up the very aging process they were meant to fight. It's a shocking truth that forces us to look deeper at what healthy movement really means after 50. Japan, a country with nearly 3 times as many people living past 100 compared to the United States, didn't get there by accident. And it's not just genetics or diet. Their entire philosophy of movement is different. While the West glorifies intensity, Japan has spent nearly a century refining a gentler, more sustainable approach that protects the body instead of punishing it. Imagine that. The very routines most Americans believe keep them young are the ones accelerating joint deterioration. The Japanese have quietly proven that longevity isn't about doing more, it's about doing right. In this story, you're about to see exactly which 3 exercises are secretly aging your body and the 3 simple replacements that can protect your joints, strengthen your muscles, and help you stay active for decades to come. And if you're serious about staying mobile and independent for the next 20 years, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now, because what you're about to learn could completely change the way you move for the rest of your life. And before you watch, leave a quick comment below and tell us which exercise you currently do every day. I read every comment and might even tell you if it's one of the 3 dangerous ones. Japanese longevity researchers recently issued a clear warning that stunned the fitness world. They discovered that 3 of the most common exercises people over 50 believe are keeping them young are actually speeding up joint damage, draining mobility, and quietly aging the body from the inside out. These so-called healthy habits are not protecting you, they're breaking you down 1 repetition at a time. The first exercise Japanese longevity researchers warn against is one almost everyone trusts: running and jogging. For years it's been praised as the ultimate way to stay fit, but after 50 it quietly becomes one of the biggest threats to your knees. Every mile you run creates microscopic fractures in your cartilage that never fully heal. And by 65, regular joggers often have knees that look 20 years older on MRI scans. Each step sends 3 to 5 times your body weight through your knees. If you weigh 160 pounds, that's nearly 800 pounds of impact every step. This is silent destruction disguised as fitness. Collagen production drops every year after 50, leaving the cartilage thinner and slower to repair. A decade-long study of 8,000 runners found those who kept jogging after 60 were more than 3 times as likely to need knee replacement surgery. The cruel part is that running makes you feel good. Endorphins mask the damage. You feel strong even while your cartilage breaks down. Japanese doctors call this borrowing strength from your future mobility. Western fitness celebrates pushing harder, but Japanese longevity science values protecting what matters most: your joints. Because once that foundation is gone, no amount of motivation can bring it back. The second exercise Japanese doctors strongly warn against is deep squats. They've been promoted as the ultimate way to build leg strength, but for people over 60, they can quietly destroy the knees. When your knees bend past 90 degrees, the pressure inside the joint doesn't just double, it multiplies. Research from Kyoto University shows that the force on your knee joint can rise by 300 to 500%. That's not progress, that's destruction. After 60, the meniscus loses nearly half of its ability to absorb shock, so each deep squat grinds thinning cartilage against bone. Over time, that protective cushion disappears, and once cartilage is gone, it never comes back. Across Japan, knee injuries in older adults jumped 78% after Western-style squat programs became popular. The sad irony is that the movement meant to preserve mobility ends up taking it away. People start squatting to stay strong, and months later, they can't climb stairs without pain. The problem isn't just the pressure, it's inflammation. Every deep squat creates micro tears in the cartilage, triggering a repair response that becomes chronic. That constant swelling and stiffness erodes the joint from within, leading to osteoarthritis. Traditional Japanese exercise avoids this completely. Instead of forcing extreme angles, it focuses on gentle, natural ranges of motion that strengthen muscles without crushing the joints. Real strength after 60 isn't about how deep you can go, it's about how long you can keep moving pain-free. The third exercise Japanese doctors caution against is aggressive yoga stretching. It looks calm and graceful, but when pushed too far, it becomes one of the most damaging habits for aging joints. A study from Nagoya University found that nearly half of adults over 55 who practiced intense yoga developed chronic joint instability within just 3 years. The danger isn't in yoga itself, it's in the extreme Western approach that forces the body into deep back bends, splits, and hip openers that aging joints simply aren't built to handle. Ligaments aren't like muscles. They don't bounce back once stretched too far. When ligaments lose their natural tension, joints become loose, unstable, and prone to grinding or shifting out of alignment. Over time, that instability causes cartilage to wear down unevenly, leading to early arthritis that can appear in your 50s instead of your 70s. Many people mistake extreme flexibility for progress, not realizing it's actually the body losing control. Japanese doctors draw a clear line between functional flexibility and show flexibility. Functional flexibility is about moving comfortably through daily life, bending to tie your shoes, standing up from the floor, or reaching overhead without strain. Show flexibility is about performance, pushing your body into poses that look impressive but harm the structure meant to protect you. As one Japanese instructor said, being able to sit and stand with ease is health. Putting your leg behind your head is performance. True longevity doesn't come from stretching further. It comes from staying stable, balanced, and pain-free as you move through life. Now that you know which movements to avoid, Japanese doctors say it's time to replace them with 3 exercises that have quietly kept their citizens strong, mobile, and independent for nearly a century. These are not fads or fitness trends. They are time-tested daily practices built around balance, circulation, and joint protection. The first exercise Japanese doctors recommend for longevity is called Radio Taiso, a national morning routine practiced across Japan for almost a century. Every morning at 6:30, millions of people gather in parks, courtyards, and schools to move together to gentle piano music. The sequence includes 13 simple movements and takes just 13 minutes. It's low impact, easy to follow, and suitable for any age or fitness level. People who practice it daily reduce their risk of metabolic syndrome by 32%, protecting against high blood pressure, diabetes, and excess belly fat. The secret of Radio Taiso is its rhythm and accessibility. It's done standing, it flows naturally, and anyone can join in. If you can move your arms, you can do it. The movements improve circulation, warm up the muscles, and wake up the joints that stiffen overnight. It's not about pushing your limits, but about reconnecting with your body every morning. The gentle arm circles loosen the shoulders, side bends stretch the waist, and light leg raises activate the hips. What makes it powerful is consistency, not intensity. Doing it with others also adds a sense of community and purpose. You move, breathe, and smile together, and that connection reduces stress while strengthening the heart. As Japanese researchers like to say, 13 minutes a day, 32% lower disease risk. It's not intensity that heals you, it's consistency. The second exercise that Japanese doctors recommend is called Yuru Aruki, which means loose walking or relaxed walking. It may look simple, but it's one of the most effective habits for keeping joints healthy and the body strong well into old age. The secret lies in the pace. While most Americans walk at 3 to 4 miles per hour, Japanese researchers discovered that slowing down to just 1.5 to 2 miles per hour cuts the impact on your knees by an incredible 68%, while still giving you more than 90% of the cardiovascular benefit. It's not a casual stroll where your mind wanders or your phone distracts you. It's intentional, mindful walking, done with attention to every step, every breath, and the alignment of your posture. When you walk slowly, your weight transfers smoothly from heel to toe, giving your joints time to absorb and distribute force evenly. Each step becomes a gentle massage for your body instead of a jarring shock. Studies following over 11,000 Japanese adults for 15 years found that those who practiced slow, deliberate walking had 43% fewer mobility problems than those who walked at a normal or fast pace. The slower pace improves balance and coordination because it gives your brain and muscles time to communicate. You become more aware of how your body moves through space. That awareness, called proprioception, helps prevent falls, one of the biggest risks for people in their 60s and 70s. Walking slowly also allows the synovial fluid in your joints, the natural lubricant, to flow more effectively. Think of it like oil in an engine that coats every moving part, reducing friction and protecting from wear. When you rush, that fluid doesn't circulate properly. When you slow down, it nourishes every joint. And there's more. Yuru Aruki also improves digestion and blood sugar control when done after meals because it encourages gentle movement without diverting blood away from the stomach. It calms the nervous system, lowers stress hormones, and keeps the heart working in its optimal range of 60 to 70% of maximum effort, which doctors call the sweet spot for longevity. The beauty of this practice is its simplicity. No gym, no schedule, no special gear. Just slow, mindful steps wherever you are. You can do it in your neighborhood, in a park, even inside a shopping mall. What matters is consistency, not distance or speed. As one Japanese researcher beautifully put it, move slow, stay strong. The slower you walk, the longer you walk through life. The third and perhaps most important exercise Japanese doctors recommend is called Tachi Zawari, which means the sitting and standing practice. It takes only 5 minutes a day, yet it has been shown to reduce fall-related injuries in older adults by 61%. This simple movement might look ordinary, but researchers in Tokyo discovered it predicts something extraordinary: your long-term independence. In fact, your ability to stand up from a chair without using your hands is one of the strongest indicators of how well you'll live over the next 10 years. Not your cholesterol, not your blood pressure, but whether you can rise from a seated position with control and balance. The reason is simple. This motion uses every major muscle you rely on in daily life: your quadriceps at the front of your thighs, your glutes that drive hip extension, your core that stabilizes your spine, and your hip flexors that guide the lowering phase. These muscles together form the foundation of movement, and when they weaken, independence fades. Japanese researchers found that the people who practiced Tachi Zawari daily stayed mobile and self-sufficient far longer than those who didn't. The technique is precise but gentle. Sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor and your weight centered. Inhale deeply as you prepare, then lean forward slightly, press through your heels, and exhale as you rise to a full standing position over 2 or 3 seconds. At the top, inhale again, then exhale as you lower yourself back down slowly, taking 3 to 4 seconds to descend. The key is control. Don't drop into the chair, guide your body down smoothly. This rhythm builds strength, balance, and coordination all at once. For beginners, using your hands for support is perfectly fine. Over time, as your legs grow stronger, try standing without using your hands at all. Once that becomes easy, progress to a lower chair or platform to increase the challenge. 2 short sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, one in the morning and one in the evening, are all it takes. What this movement trains isn't just muscle. It trains the nervous system to act automatically when you need it most, like standing quickly to answer the door or getting out of the car. That's what Japanese doctors call unconscious competence, the ability to move safely without even thinking. In nursing homes across Japan, adding Tachi Zawari to daily routines cut fall incidence by more than half. This single exercise often determines whether someone continues aging independently at home or requires assisted living. As one Japanese geriatric specialist put it, your ability to stand from a chair without using your hands predicts your next 10 years of independence. When you step back and look at the big picture, you can see that the Japanese approach to movement is the complete opposite of what Western fitness culture teaches. Western fitness says push harder, lift heavier, and move faster. Japanese longevity says move gentler and never stop. It's not about intensity, it's about sustainability. It's about waking up each day and choosing movement that your body can maintain for a lifetime instead of something that burns you out in a season. The message from Japanese doctors is simple. Stop doing the 3 exercises that silently damage your joints and replace them with the 3 that protect them. No more high-impact running that grinds your knees. No more deep squats that crush your cartilage. No more extreme stretching that loosens your joints beyond repair. Instead, build your day around what truly supports your longevity. Just 48 minutes is all it takes. 13 minutes of Radio Taiso in the morning to wake up your circulation and stretch every muscle gently. 30 minutes of Yuru Aruki after lunch to strengthen your heart and protect your joints through slow, mindful walking. 5 minutes of Tachi Zawari in the evening to train the exact muscles that keep you balanced and independent. That's not a workout plan. It's a daily rhythm that keeps you connected to your body and your freedom. The Japanese have been doing it for nearly a century, quietly proving that longevity doesn't come from doing more, it comes from doing better. The goal isn't to push until you need rest days, it's to move gently enough that you never need them. So as you think about your own health, remember this truth. Your mobility 20 years from now is being determined by the choices you make today. Choose wisely, move with intention, and your body will thank you for decades to come. And if this message inspired you, make sure to like this video, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe to Senior BeWell for more science-based stories that help you stay strong, steady, and independent for life.